Probably.
Last we left off, you finished off the sand elementals, a couple of you choosing to spend some resources to heal before continuing on. Upon reaching a lower level of the Enclave, you found yourself in a room with 4 pillars and 4 hooded statues holding circular orbs. Upon further investigation, you found that these orbs were conduits that needed certain schools of magic placed into them before inserting the orbs into the pillars. While working through the puzzle, you encountered a spirit of a Netherese arcanist who warned you of the peril of using the relic that lies just beyond the wall that you're so desperately trying to open. He told you of how he perished trying to harness the power of the relic to undo Karsus' folly. We resumed, having finished a long rest, for Arv to be able to prepare a new spell to complete the puzzle, and the wall slid open, revealing the beginnings of a maze. Given the circumstances and nature of us kind of rushing through the end of last session with Riker desperately wanting to complete the puzzle and open up the door,
I couldn't leave it on a cliffhanger.
I will be willing to do some time stuff to allow us to go back to the beginning or during the long rest. If there was anything somebody wanted to do, I know that there was some conversation about whether or not we would be scrying or anything along those lines. So, reversing back just a little bit, is there anything that anybody would like to do during their restful long rest?
I would have tried to scry on my parents. How they're doing.
Yeah.
See what they're doing.
Is it remind me, is it wisdom or charisma saving throw?
Wisdom. Let me double check. Wisdom.
Okay. Arsis, which one would you try to scry on first?
Probably Dad.
Dad first. Okay. He's just a straight roll. Is it a 17 or a 16? 17? Okay. Straight roll on the d20 for Dad. He fails. As your parents come into focus, the light just coming up over the horizon, the fire still kind of burning down at its charcoals. You see him sitting up next to your mother, who's still laying down, sleeping in her bedroll. And you just kind of see him looking out in the general direction of where you all set off towards. I think the spell only lasts for about 10 minutes, right?
Yes, 10 minutes. Or sorry, no, that's the casting time. Oh, duration up to 10 minutes, yeah.
Up to 10 minutes, yeah. Unfortunately, due to the timing, there's not a whole lot to be said from your parents. Is there anything specifically that you wanted to look for while you were scrying of the area?
Nope, I just want to make sure they were still, in the same spot, that they were safe.
Yep, they are still nestled in the ruins.
I was the last person that had the orb, so it made sense that I would pull it out when we settled in.
Okay.
Riker, can I use this thing more than once?
That's a good question. Hold on.
I'm pretty sure you can. It's just you can't use it on the same person. I know we
used only on a successful save you can't use it on the same person.
True.
Riker says, "Oh no, you can use it multiple times. Are you trying to use it on the same person?"
No. I got what I needed there. Just wanted to see if, first off, if it worked, which it seems to have worked. I'm gonna try Sasha again. It didn't seem to work last time. Unless there's anything you can do to make it work better. I don't know how this magic stuff works.
I honestly don't know what I could do to it without potentially breaking it.
Right. I'll sit back down and shake it a little and then try to get Sasha.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Unfortunately, you're still unable to reach Sasha.
That's so weird. It worked just fine for my dad.
Yeah,
I think it's broken. I think it doesn't go all the way to Monroe.
I don't think that's it. It just sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I've had mixed luck as well.
Do you want it back?
Up to you. If you want to use it, you can. You're more than free to keep using it if you want.
Well, everybody I know is pretty much here except for the 2 people that I already tried it on, so.
Sure. I'll take it back for the time being then.
All right. And I'll sit down and settle in for the night, take a nap.
Okay.
Would have been right at the beginning of the long rest.
Yeah, that's fine. Anybody else? Mr. Riker?
I thought about it, but nah.
Okay.
He wouldn't want to use it.
That's completely fine. I just wanted to give everybody the opportunity to do something if they wanted to during the long rest, since we kind of just did a hand wave over it.
I'm already fighting the Beholder.
Oh, okay, great. He snuck off, navigated the maze.
I mean in my head.
Oh, in your
In my
mind.
head.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. All right.
He's just doing like shadow boxing in the corner, fighting a beholder.
Is there any strategizing that you want to do? Any questions that you want to ask each other or Arv or...
I guess, can we all roll, like, a general intelligence check to see what we know, if anything, about these beholders, first of all?
I would say... if you genuinely feel like there's certain things that everybody would know about a beholder, like just legend lore, they would know that, you know, it's a floating creature with one big eye and lots of tiny eyes that are kind of on its head, right? That's stuff that people would know. And it shoots lasers from its eyes. Do they know specifically what? No. Those are just lore. If you feel like you would have in your time studied or had some reason to know, I will allow you to roll an Arcana or a History check. Or a Survival if you can give me a persuasive enough reason as to why that would work for you.
They don't frequent the mountains of Monroe, do they?
Probably not so much the mountains, but maybe I'll allow you to roll because I could see, you know, Monroe having a lot of different mines, and, you know, mines going down into the Underdark, and beholders, you know, finding themselves in large cavernous systems. I could allow that. That makes sense. Okay.
The only thing that I could add to that would be, I know there was that, I can't remember the name of the damn castle, the abandoned castle, but hearing about all sorts of different monsters and everything.
You're not talking about, are you talking about Evening Star, or are you talking about,
yes, like... Evening Star, yes.
Okay.
And I'd probably do some search to see, like, hey, I've heard of all these creepy crawlies over there, but... outside of anything specific.
All right, I'll allow you to give me a history check. Okay.
Nothing.
A 16. Riker, just to be clear, you're not rolling?
I don't feel like Riker, like this would have come up with Riker, and I can't
Perfectly
think
fine.
of a non-contrived reason to think so.
That's...
And then you didn't tell me which one you wanted me to roll for my
Oh,
experience.
I'll allow you to roll a survival if you'd like.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
Not great.
Arsis, you would know from stories, maybe even encountering some in your time, that beholders have a ray, an eye ray that can petrify, turn creatures to essentially stone. And once they're turned to stone, it takes someone else to cure them. There's no saving from it. There's no anything that they can do on their own to remove it. The curse or whatever it is has to be lifted for them. And unfortunately, due to the lack of that type of magic in a lot of the different places, the creatures that have been petrified, whether it's creatures or humans, or humanoids rather, they crumble and die long before they're ever cured.
All right, and the lesser restoration wouldn't be successful, but a greater restoration would be.
Let me double check.
But,
It does lesser restoration, cure, petrification. No, it is greater. Lesser cures blinded, deafened, paralyzed, and poisoned.
Yeah. All right, guys, we got no
go ahead.
protection against its petrification eyeball. I don't know which eyeball it is, but one of them, if you get hit by it, it's a slow effect of turning into stone after a couple seconds, but we have no way to get you out once it starts to get a hit, so I suggest you don't get hit by it.
We have the wand, Arv says, but that can only do, I think, one charge of greater restoration. So...
A day or forever?
I mean, it only recharges so many at dawn, so, potentially, if it regained enough charges, we could do it more than once, but probably about once per day.
We don't need to do that in the first place.
So that's our backup if one of you is clumsy enough to get hit.
For Rin...
What does it do again?
Go ahead.
It turns you to stone.
Ooh.
Like those old Medusa stories.
Yes, I saw a play about one. They have as many tentacled eyes as the hairs on your head. They can freeze you. They can turn you into stone. They can blast you into smithereens. They can turn you into humiliating creatures. I've heard.
Like what?
Like a newt, or a grasshopper, or a worm.
I've heard of some powerful wizards being able to do that, but I don't think it's part of the beholder. It's innate magic.
Well, maybe not ones you've heard of, but when I was growing up in Marsemba, my friend Benjamin, he talked about ones that ruled criminal gangs and the like. He, read some articles about it. So they're crafty. They can be in very isolated places, but sometimes they dare to dabble in our affairs.
So
Talking about
be
Xanathar?
careful.
Might be something like that. I think it started with a Z. Or an X. Or whatever it was.
They sound the same, so
Yeah, it's difficult to tell. And who knows
spelling
what...
was never my thing, so.
I believe he was stuck all the way out in like Baldur's Gate or Waterdeep or one of those big cities on the coast.
Yes.
Even my little town's heard of him.
And maybe that even could be where everybody gains their general knowledge of beholders and their appearance. Rin, for...
In my mind, Rin used to play a game as a child that was just red light, green light, but it was a beholder.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Maybe it's called Beholder Blink.
Something.
Yeah.
And different effects happen if different stocks, like instead of red light, green light, there's the different stocks. And
yeah, each kid is a different effect.
Oh yeah, instead of just one person standing at the back, it's 10 of them, and whenever they turn,
anytime they turn around, a different thing would happen if you're like still moving or something.
Yeah.
Like if you lose, you join the beholder, and then you get to do like another skill.
Ooh.
Oh gosh, we're just gonna have to make the game and play it next time we're all in person.
Really
Beholder Blink.
Miss Rin, with the 16 just barely beating the threshold, you learn something else. And not only do they have incredibly dangerous eye rays, some of them even having the capability of turning their victims into dust. They are extremely paranoid individuals, constantly worried somebody is going to usurp them. They are also extremely vain creatures, thinking that they were made in perfection, oftentimes just dreaming of themselves. But if they dream of themselves too hard, that's how they create more beholders. They dream themselves into existence, or dream their spawn into existence. And that's...
Glad Rin knows that. Ew.
Could have been something you heard in a tale that you thought was interesting enough to turn into a small song, or maybe you heard it in a song and decided to look it up a little bit more. But yeah, that is what you know.
Wish I was better at dreaming.
A bunch of little hercs running around?
Yeah, can you imagine?
No.
Gotta dream harder.
I just don't think I have that kind of imagination, Herc.
Well, gotta start somewhere.
Okay. As you all sitting around conversing while some of you are fading in and out of sleep, gain the benefits of the long rest, taking the time to complete the pillar puzzle, and before you lies the entrance to a maze. A maze that the Arcanist notes said that they had to memorize in order to skirt the Beholder in the past. How do you venture forth?
I mean, is the spirit still with us? Do we get a chance to talk to it again, or is it gone?
You can certainly attempt to. You don't see it floating around in this very moment.
And it had a name?
Yes, very easy to remember.
We called it Ned.
I actually just used it. Yeah.
It had a real name too, though.
Did I actually give him a real name?
Yeah, you said what it was. I can't remember.
In the notes or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
but he's Netherese
Lord.
And he's dead, so...
He's Ned.
He's Ned.
He's whatever we call him.
That's true. I genuinely... where's my notes? I don't see a name in my notes. I must have just made it up as I went.
Ned.
Type in
Dang.
chat.
He is
DM.
Ned now.
I looked in the chat and I didn't see it. I saw the combat, but yeah, it appears that I didn't even type it.
Ned.
We'll just say he's Ned for the sake of
All right.
simplicity.
Ned, you wouldn't happen to have a map of the maze to help us out here? I know you're not a big fan of us, but it would be mighty handy for, us getting out of this alive.
Ghostly apparition comes floating through the wall in front of you. I do not remember much. What you have are in the scrolls and tomes. My memory fades. I've been here for... shit, what's 1,000 years plus? What's a millennium? Is that 100?
Millennium's 1,000.
Millennium?
Yeah.
Century's 100.
Century's 100. What's... okay. Anyways, been here for over a millennium.
If we were to take the artifact, would that release you of your service? Or would you still be stuck here?
No one has tried. I do not know what would happen. I know that I cannot leave far from the artifact. It's possible I might come with you.
When was the last time that you remember people being down here?
Less than a year ago. But no one came to take the artifact.
What did they do?
Rifled through books, scrolls. They left with a handful of them.
Do you remember what they look like?
Very pale complexion. They were of Netherese descent. They belonged to be here. Although the shadows appeared to have twisted their form. Out of character, you would be able to put that together with the shadow bar that you had met earlier in the campaign. Not necessarily that that was the same one, but knowing
I
that
bet it
of
was
their
that same guy.
That
the
same
gnome.
Very
Say,
tall
Ned,
gnome.
how tall was this customer?
It's about as tall as all of you. There were multiple. 5, maybe 6 of them. Hard
The
to
one
remember.
particularly short one?
Herc, I don't think that's pertinent information.
This could be a connection.
I think
Herc,
the connection's already there.
It wasn't a gnome that we faced.
Tough to... We figured that out eventually. But he was a short little guy.
I
So I'm
believe
trying
he
to
was
figure
taller
out if
than me.
maybe he was part of this group. Really?
Yeah.
Entirely possible. But we didn't get a good enough look at his face.
I mean, there was the one that attacked us. In the Queen's Garden?
Well, technically he attacked the war wizard.
Oh, yeah. I got a very different vibe from that guy, though. He was more hive-mindy,
Shady.
right?
They all are, kind of. But we'll maybe the book will solve that problem, too.
Ah, the book. Is that right, John? Was he taller than Arceus?
The Shadowvar?
Yeah, the one we met in the basement of that lover's palace.
How tall are you, Arsus?
5'8".
God, he was pretty short, wasn't he?
I will have to scrub that video. I cannot in any way, shape, or form think that I would
don't
have
think
ever
it was actually
described
mentioned at all.
height.
Why would I think he's a gnome?
Because you
just
originally
said
thought
I
he was
thought
a
it was
gnome.
just a meme, and now
Yeah,
it's
we were making jokes.
yeah.
I thought at one point said he was like a small guy and
No, we never got a good
And
look
he
at
has
him.
Said
magic.
that one time.
small guy
was
with
just-
magic.
It just,
Nope.
I think it was just that for whatever reason we think Herc just doesn't like gnomes,
We're
and
we're
he didn't
retconning
like
that.
him, so
after that,
therefore he was
though.
a gnome.
It was just a cloaked, shadowy figure. You didn't even see his face in the moment. He had, in fact, the only person that really had any solid
Was
interaction
Sammy.
with him was Sammy. And then he said, like, hey, when the darkness happens, follow me. And darkness happened, the war wizard died, and then he was seen running off. And Sammy was the only one initially that followed towards
Right.
the
And then there
Laughing
was
Lass.
also the guy that attacked us in the Queen's Garden.
Yeah, but we
That had to do with
interacted with
the
him in the
mushrooms.
basement of that.
Yeah. But he was pale and shadowy, so
Yeah,
ours just assumed
not
it was him.
gnomish.
small too. Oh, okay.
The guy that attacked
Hmm.
you in the gardens was one of the three cranes.
Mhm.
There's Kalis, Calliope, and Quintus. Kalis was the one that attacked you in the gardens. And he was part of the cult. And while he might have been shadowy or have gaunt features, simply because of the fungal infestation taking over portions of his form, the Shadowvar, shadowy in a different light. Their skin, like, pale to the sense that it almost appeared smoky, bald. Yeah, just very, very, very different form there.
Hick.
You had asked if there was a map, and the ghost said that you'd have to look in the tomes. It does say, whether you choose to go right or left, I'm sure you will reach your destination. Though I would advise you one last time to turn back before it's too late.
Oh, Ned, it's already too late.
It's not really an option for us right now, so.
They're taking over. Nothing we gotta stop them.
I imagine the scene is very much akin to the movie Walk Hard, if you've ever seen it. I'm trying to forget the famous black actor's name when the door is open and he's in there and he's like, you don't want none of this shit, Dewey. It'll make your penis hard for hours. And like he just goes off and talks about all the...
I remember that scene.
Tim Meadows.
Yes, Tim Meadows. All the great things of the drugs, like no, and he's like, no, actually, I do kind of want that. Anyways, he knows, he can tell that you want to continue on, and there's nothing he can do to stop you, but he feels that he must say
Hey, you
it
know
at
what's the
least.
hilarious thing, though, John?
What?
I can't cross that barrier.
That is true. I did that on purpose, just in case any sneaky player
Hilarious.
wanted to hop in and navigate the maze while I was offline. You should now be able to cross the threshold.
You might want to
Okay.
fix your lighting, though.
Yeah, your lighting is god awful.
I think we should go right.
I'm the only one with dark vision, right? No, Herc's got dark vision too.
My lighting is god awful.
Yeah, we see pretty much the entire bottom maze.
We should go left.
What the fuck? I can't fix it. It's okay. You know what? Realistically, the maze is less of a I don't know why that did that. Yeah. Cuz hold on. Let me zoom into your vision here.
I couldn't see it, and then you did something just as now again. Now I can see it.
Yeah, because like it's still shadowed out. Like you can tell that there's difference in the lighting, but for whatever reason, let me see if I turn off Explorer mode.
Hey.
That's black, yeah.
Yeah.
Explorer mode is
perfect
made
right
to
there.
where if you ever see it once, then it kind of remembers. But if something were to happen, like say I were to move a token where you couldn't see, you wouldn't be able to see that token, but you would know that that room existed. But yeah, the as you can tell, if anybody paid attention the last time I had messed up the lighting, the map is vastly different than what it was before. I had spent 2 weeks and changed the entire.
Really? I don't think any of us really like.
Well,
copied
Intentionally
the
didn't
screen.
look.
Well, I appreciate that for those of you that didn't look. But you can continue forth into the labyrinth.
What did you just throw, John?
All my notes on the when I cheated. Wrote down the map stuff.
Left,
He
right,
snapped a
left,
picture.
up, down.
Konami code.
Okay.
All right. I look at her.
Seems like no matter what we do, we're gonna get there eventually.
Left
Listen.
to right.
I always like to go left.
One more thing that I should probably mention to you all. If you ever find yourself feeling cut off from the weave, unable to use your magic, it's because the Beholder, they activated their anti-magic field. It's their central eye. If they can see you with their central eye, then you probably won't be able to cast spells.
Well, I can, right? Because I have a connection to the divine.
Arv says, I don't know how that would work. I imagine
Isn't it-
whether it's divine or I think they all come from the same place.
What?
As a DM, if your ability uses a spell slot or says cast,
No, I know.
Okay, yeah.
Sounds like that centralized the first one we gotta poke out.
Maybe. If we can even get to it. We'll probably rely heavily on Sammy and Arsis.
Wish we had a lance.
Well, did you check in those side rooms for any weapons?
We did for the most part.
You
It's
did
all
check in the
just
side rooms,
paper.
but
Yeah,
no
we
weapons were
went in
found.
both side rooms.
Yeah, all scrolls.
Unless you want to open those sarcophagi, maybe there's.
How's that gonna affect Ardu?
I don't know. Is he allergic to mummies?
I was more about the anti-magic field since he's, touched.
Arv responds, it doesn't negate your... When you cast your spell to summon Ardu, it's still active, but if he happens to be in the line of the Beholder's anti-magic field, he will temporarily be suppressed. You won't have to summon him again, just simply move outside of the line of sight. Okay.
Sammy's going to double back over to the sarcophagi again.
Okay.
Whether anybody else pays him any attention or not, he doesn't care. But he's going to go all the way to this one at the bottom that seems to be kind of like
Cocked already
a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he's going to without actually moving it, he's going to look into it and see what he sees inside of it.
You see a robed skeleton. The robes tattered, being exposed to the elements. It's hard to see anything further than that without trying to push the lid a little bit further back. You guys that are patiently waiting at the maze, you're more than welcome to start your journey if you feel that you would.
I did say left.
Yeah, you did.
I'll go left.
All right, Sammy's
I
going to
think we
quickly
should-
push.
I'm not going to go farther than this.
Okay.
I'll wait for
I think we should stay together but spread out.
You want to go right?
No, I said stay together, but maybe not right on top of each other.
At least a few feet apart, right?
Yeah.
Probably
Left.
in case there's traps.
Oh, right.
Traps or
Sammy's good at spotting those, but it's dark.
we got the light rings.
That's right.
Sammy, you said you were going to push back the sarcophagus lid a little bit more?
Yep, just the one.
All right, give me a strength check. Or an athletics.
Even worse. I mean, not worse, but...
Nice.
You
Do I
push
have
it a little
crowbar
bit.
on me?
I'm surprised you wouldn't. I imagine you would have a burglar's kit.
I do have a crowbar, so can I get advantage?
Is that how the
using the-
crowbar works?
Using a crowbar grants advantage to strength checks.
Yeah, go for it. I couldn't remember if it was add your proficiency. Couldn't remember if it was add your
Rip,
proficiency
you're just not
modifier or
meant to
something.
open this.
It's great being a rogue.
Not being able to find the right leverage you want as you try to push it, it slides just a little bit further. You could potentially stick your head inside, but yeah, you're not able to plainly see from where you're at anything additional.
Turn on the ring and stick my hand in there and then my head.
Okay, give me a perception check.
I'm great at those.
Very good. In fact, this is something that not very many people would probably notice. As you're looking over the corpse, noticing some of the ornate jewelry that it's wearing, you notice two things. The first thing is a small outline next to the arcanist of what appeared to have been a staff. But the other thing that you notice is that directly the hands kind of clasped on the chest, now pried open a little bit, not natural, as if maybe something might have been taken from this particular individual. and they didn't bother to reset the hands, putting the being at peace.
Did you say that there was a staff in there, or an outline of what was a staff in the area?
There's an outline, as if any of the dust that might have settled there, or the wear marks, or maybe even a slight indentation where the staff was made to rest next to its once owner.
Okay, and the last question I'll ask about this. You said the Arcanist. Does this look like the ghost that has been visiting us? Robes.
You would have to give me a really high.
Structure?
You would have to give me a really high medicine check. Riker would probably be a little bit better at it, knowing the way bodies decompose, or like the flesh and the structure around the skeletal. But yeah, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to gather.
That's fine. You miss 100% of the chances you don't take. So
For sure.
all right. Nothing else in here, just jewelry and some tattered robes, eh?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Gonna come back, and I see people are moving on. If they haven't moved on already.
Yep, it does appear that they are venturing forth into the maze.
I'll pull up the rear.
Go ahead, and everybody can utilize their full movement speed to navigate deeper into the maze. And then once you've used your movement speed, go ahead and pause for me.
Are we saying movement and action and bonus action, or?
That depends on how you want to navigate it. You can use up to your full movement speed. If you have to navigate between any of your companions, it'll be, difficult terrain for that one square, just because of the narrow hallways. But outside of that, you're free to use however much movement you would like to use, up to what you're capable of using.
Right. Well, I will wait for Riker to move. And I'm assuming Riker will wait for Rin, and Rin will wait for Herc.
Yep.
Genau.
Can we not occupy? I guess
We're trying to.
we're waiting for Sammy, aren't we? Can't we just call
He's
Sammy
with us
up?
now.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to call for Sammy to come up to the front, you're more than welcome to.
Take point. I've got your back.
Oh, okay.
Go on then.
So technically, that's my movement speed right now.
You've used 30.
From when you said it.
Yeah.
I have used 30.
Okay.
So that is 30 feet.
Is that all the more that you would like to use?
I will use my bonus action to dash.
Okay.
And can I use my action to...
Also use movement?
No. I want to look for traps, but I also want to do a dodge, just in case. I'm putting myself on edge right now. So take the dodge action in case I don't see something.
You can check for traps, or you can dodge.
Yeah.
Perfect. We are gonna look for traps.
Get that action economy. You tried to shoplift.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
I'm following at the rear.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
No, there's no traps. We are good to go.
No,
Yeah, let's roll.
Gucci, so Gucci. Not Walmart, we super Gucci. 5.
You make no mistake. You can tell that this is difficult for you. In normal houses, you can spot things that are out of the ordinary. Wood paneled walls might have color variations in the stain that would indicate a press trap, or you might even be able to see height raise difference of stones in the floor that might indicate a pressure switch. the intricate stonework on the ground and the fact that all of these are of varying heights is making it incredibly difficult for you to navigate the floor, as well as you see that these almost metallic plated walls are very intricately carved with runes and murals, and it is really starting to blend together, and you are having an incredibly rough time deciphering any sort of trap. So you know it's difficult.
Just stay back a little bit. Then I'll give you one other. I'm still wrestling with the idea of all those sarcophaguses potentially holding some shit there, so I'm very fucking distracted. But I'll look at you, Herc, and I will say, just stay back a little bit, and well, just be ready for anything. And
I'll get my axe out.
Sammy is gonna do something that Herc probably will have never imagined that he did, and will grab that amulet of Tamora and just hold on to it.
Okay.
And
Should
5,
have said a prayer before.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's it. That's all I got.
And as you step through, feeling that the way is clear, looking in, you can see several urns scattering the far wall. Directly to your left, you see a bookcase with scrolls, books, bunch of different papers, a small desk, and at the far end of the room you see an altar. But more importantly, you also see what appears to be a hole that's been taken out of the wall above the altar. Rocks kind of falling down onto the wooden table over top of the book. It's a good 5 feet off of the table, but the hole is big enough for you to be able to climb and navigate through if you chose to.
With a desk and some other things and a hole in the wall.
Oh, we found something. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Stay back a little bit further.
Sammy, go ahead and give me one more perception check, because I imagine you would probably be looking for traps in this area as well.
Yep.
There we
Better.
go.
That's a little better.
That's a fucking roll.
Oh, that's what a bear trap looks like.
Oh, shit. I see everything now. Not really, but I see better.
Scanning the area, you feel that this room is relatively safe.
Well, now that I got my trap seeing glasses on, so there we go.
Nice.
I think this room is fairly safe. I think everybody can move up into here.
Okay.
And you said, what are these on the left over here?
Urns.
Okay.
Or what appear to be urns.
I'll start looking in the urns
Okay.
very carefully.
Looks like there's a scroll case or something over there.
Arv steps up to the desk and starts reading through it. Herc, go ahead and give me, actually for...
Everybody get away from Herc.
I said I was opening them very carefully.
Yeah. Go ahead, Rin.
Yeah, just so you can have some time to look at this. As they're entering the room with Riker behind Rin, she's going to turn to him and go, "Hey, I don't know how close we are to being with this beholder. You're kind of one of the tougher ones, and you've got that bag of holding. In case anything happens to me, would you take my songbook?
Are you sure?
Yeah. When we're done with this, I'll take it back, but I just want to make sure that, nothing gets lost. And it's safer with you than me.
Well, if you say so, I'll give it back to you once this is over.
Yeah, I think that's good. She pulls it out and hands it to him.
And into the bag of holding.
Perfect, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Herc, as you carefully open up an urn, you find the first one to be empty. Would you continue to look?
I smell it.
Musty. Doesn't have any sort of scent of rot. It's very muted. There's not a whole lot. You smell the ambient room, which is also kind of dusty.
I think back to Ned saying that there were people here before us not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any signs of that in this room?
Give me a perception check.
All right.
And then Arsis, also give me a perception check as you appear to have climbed up into the hole.
The hole in the wall.
Yeah.
Down in the hole.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
That's why I stopped right there, just to indicate that that's where I was going.
Nope, that works for me.
I got a 29.
Got that bad roll out of the way for you, Arsis. You're welcome.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I got the random number
Especially
generate cooking.
because I see something and I'm just a little concerned about that.
Yeah. Okay. So, Herc, when you think of, the only thing that I would say is that while you don't see any footprints or any signs of, confirmed activity, you would say that it is very peculiar the way that these scrolls are arranged and the way things just kind of seem half left about, as if maybe somebody or something was rifling through them and didn't care about the state that they were left. Arsis.
That was probably done by the original Netherese that were here. The group that came before us probably went right.
With the 29, you see into...
Do you want to message it to me instead of saying it out loud to everybody?
I can pretend that I don't know what's...
Okay, I'm good no matter what.
Yep, either or
them.
works.
I don't know.
I think
You do you, boo-boo.
because there's a little bit of dialogue that you're going to get to hear that I think would probably be a little bit more difficult to convey in text. So don't put on your metagaming earmuffs. You see a stone figure, unmoving, blood splattered across the face of it.
Jello.
And you hear, "Not so perfect now, are you, Father? Clearly I am meant to be the more superior being. Beautiful, more cunning, pathetic." And you hear the chomping of bones and the wet sounds of blood dripping onto the ground, and even the coughing, and you can see the shadow of blood splattering onto the statue.
That's some chunky jello.
Dad, Gus, we need to get out of here. Right, we're going the wrong way. We're going the wrong way. And I'll get out of the hole, and I'll.
What do you mean?
Yeah, how can we be going the wrong way?
Because we're leading right to it.
Isn't that the point?
I thought we were supposed to skirt it.
Go around it. Skirt it. Skirt it.
Fine. I'm gonna go back to. Oh wait, are we still tracking movement at this point?
Yes and no. Just be disclaimer. If there are traps, I would want to make sure that they were triggered
Appropriately.
Okay. If there are.
If we're backtracking, then we don't need to worry about movement. But if we are exploring new areas, we need to go a little more carefully.
Yes, if you're going the exact way that you came, you're fine. But if you
as I come up to Arv and say, if you see anything in that scroll case that is really interesting, grab it because we're getting out. And yeah.
This way.
Which way?
This way. Instead of going straight south.
Instead of going down, you go right.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's a little north of us.
Are we going south or are we going east? Which way are we
The
going?
south, we're going back to where we started. We probably need to go the other way.
I think since we came in here going left, but now we're facing this way, we should try going left, but facing.
That's a wall, Herc.
No, like straight, right? And now we have to go right. Ooh,
Hold on, Herc.
keeps going.
Oh, Herc, you ran into a trap.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh.
Herc, you got this. You don't got this.
Oh!
Can Rin try and pull him and give him a
Too
bardic
late.
on that?
Too late.
No, as he is kind of haphazardly walking back, like looking back towards you guys and venturing forward. Come this way. This is where we gotta go. You step on a pressure switch and you hear do as you take 10 points of poison damage. And I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw, please. So DC 13. This one's relatively low. You are not poisoned.
Easy.
Rin is gonna immediately come up and do an undo harm.
Okay, I'll allow
Yeah,
that.
fucking
That's a
not
good
that.
use of it.
Herc, that's not the way we came.
I'll stop her. No, oh, look, I'm.
Take 2 feet.
As he's
Ah,
pulling out the darts.
you know,
One of the
Thank you,
holes
Meg.
fill up.
I feel much
I-
better already.
I'm sorry, I know it's not much. I'm a little
Okay,
panicked
okay.
after seeing
Okay,
that.
wait. All right. So, are we going back to the start, or are we looking for another route?
So that general direction is where I heard the thing talking.
You heard the beholder?
Yeah, it just killed another beholder and was gloating about it, and then it was making a big bloody mess. I didn't see what it was eating or what was going on, but it was definitely the beholder. It called the other one Dad, Father.
His
Okay.
dream father.
I mean, so good news is we've got the fresh one, but we don't know if it's more or less powerful than the dad.
Well, it killed the dad, and it's been a while since things have been in here. We're gonna go south.
Sounds like this son is a nightmare.
Yes, Herc, exactly.
And I'm going back to the entrance where we
Okay.
came, and I'm gonna go right, and I'm gonna start looking for traps again.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check.
What if the trap was guarding
Come
something?
on. Son of a bitch.
Sam, yeah, I know this is your area of expertise, but both Ren and I have really good vision.
You want to take the lead?
mean, it's up to you.
You've done a lot of point manning. It's not a...
I go forward. I'm not going to let
That's the spirit.
somebody...
Don't let them take that away from you.
Okay, go ahead and use up to your movement speed on this perception check, searching for traps, and I'll notify you if you see anything before you take your step.
Left.
Perk. Pick a number, 1, 2, or 3.
For everyone, I'd say 3.
Towards the right.
He asked
Stay
me,
along the right wall.
and I say 2.
Okay.
There's 30 feet right there.
Okay. As you get to that point,
Did I get it right?
you find yourself at an intersection. You, with a 14, hear some mumbling, some crunching in the distance. And as you look off to your right-hand side, you can see you see a dead end, one, but you see 2 paths that are now branching north again.
Yo, who's eating chips?
Junior.
But you also have a path behind you.
Correct. Alright, so I'm going to reach into my pack, and Herc probably sees me do this. Run too, because she's got dark vision.
No, I don't.
But oh, okay, maybe not. Well, we got the light up. So.
She's a human.
He's reaching into his pack.
And I'll reach into the pack and pull out a potion and pull.
Who has the lights going on? That'll be important to know. Our sister wouldn't turn one on.
Let's see. Arv has his ring on.
Sammy has his on right now, but is it just the light from my ring that's actually giving off anything, or is there any other light? Any ambient light?
In this... coming from... and it's not going to be reflected in the map very well, but coming from this area, you can see a little bit of light. If you were to be looking for it, you can see that it is a little bit brighter coming from this particular pathway.
Right. So I'm going to look back at Herc. Say, just wait here. If you hear me scream, then come for me at that second tunnel. I'm going to take my ring off and put it in my pocket, so I've kind of extinguished the light. And then I'm going to chug the potion of invisibility that I have on me.
Okay.
So, Herc, you see me drink this potion, and then I just go disappear out.
No.
And I'm gonna make my way towards the area with the light. The entire time I'm checking as well. Want to make sure. You want me to roll another perception check?
No, you're okay for right now. I will, if you take any further steps, need you to give me stealth.
Okay.
And... oh, no, stop. Don't do it. It's gonna do it.
Do it to it.
I was like, what did I do? I'm not doing anything.
I didn't do this.
Just do what you tell me to do.
Hands up, criminal scum.
How do I pause? Please. No. Just stop. Stop.
Perfect timing.
Okay.
Can somebody look me up the invisibility spell right quick? If somebody doesn't know off the top of their head, what does that do for me?
You get advantage on stealth checks.
Nobody can see you.
So a 28 on the stealth
But
check
if they're
right now.
using something besides sight, then they also get
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you get advantage. Nice.
Oh, 28. Okay. You you got lucky. You had advantage.
Oh, 28 was first, so.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. True. Okay.
So I wander into this room. Fuck.
You hear more of the mumbling and the chewing, and you can now see a decapitated carrion bird kind of floating off to the right of the moving beholder, its eye stalks kind of swiveling around its head, and as you can see the one eye trained on the vulture, it swoops it over up to its mouth, and it bites into it, splattering the blood onto the ground, dripping, and then it spits at the statue once more. You can just hear it basically having a conversation with itself, giving itself praise and degrading its father.
That's the condition of invisibility.
Alright, I'm gonna step back. And I'm gonna keep my back to this wall. And eventually, I don't know if who else has got light in this area, but I'm gonna make my way to Herc. And my invisible hand is going to cover his mouth. Shush, shush, shush,
Are you
shush, shush,
okay?
shush, 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 shush. Just
I know these hands. I think to myself.
That was the worst way you could have phrased that.
They just gave you a foot rub last night.
There's a severe lack of effleurage, but he went right for the sore spots.
Our friend is up ahead. For the moment, he seems to be distracted. I don't think there's a way around him.
That's a ghost
That
head.
is a very
I take
good
my hand
point.
away.
I will add, Sammy, to your perception check. As you got towards the main room, you noticed rubble and debris, and the walls which you have been traversing through have been pristine, but the end caps seem to be worn away differently, similar to the hole that you saw in the room, where it's almost like they've been disintegrated.
I don't think there is a way that we can get through this without meeting it head on.
Beholder up ahead.
Sammy?
So there's more than one. Arsus said there was one over there. What if we go through my trap area?
Probably
I
trapped
don't-
for a reason, right?
Right.
I don't-
Maybe that's the safe. Maybe the dangerous way is the safe way.
John, is it alright if I move my token back into that spot so I can see what exactly you were talking about? Thank you. I don't know if everybody else sees
They
all
don't.
that. They don't. Okay.
Brother, I don't see shit.
So what I will say is then to her, he's like, I think all paths lead into this room.
I will say that from your position, you see a couple different things. One, you see a path that appears to lead back to where that room with the altar was on the left-hand side, but you also see a path on the right. And deeper in, it seems that whatever's creating these tunnels has created multiples.
Mm-hmm.
Where they go, you don't know, except for the one.
Yeah. I don't think there is a path to skirt around this.
This relic is the most important thing, the thing we came for, right?
I think we have to go through this.
Well, I don't think all of us have to. We can create a distraction. I don't know where you are, Sammy. I just hear you. Maybe you can get in there and get it and get out, and then we can run.
Yeah, just get it.
And we can be prepared to do a distraction in case it notices you, or...
Don't tell me you're contemplating fighting this thing and then having me run off to look for the relic.
Well, yeah. It's the best chance we got. If we all attack this thing, we could all die. And then we don't get what we came here for, and the rest of the world suffers.
If only you could see Sammy doing that right now.
Sammy, are you still here?
That
Yes.
that
I am
makes
here.
sense. I suppose it would depend on how large this maze is and where it is, but
And how long he stays invisible for. I don't know how this stuff works, but
right. But that could work. I think that's not a bad idea.
I just feel like it's our best odds. If we all attack this thing and it wipes us all out, then we don't get what we came here for, and we're just a legend or a lost party. If even one of us makes it back with the relic, we stand a chance at stopping this thing.
And Sammy does move quickly
And quietly.
and quietly.
Arf.
You hear from deep around the corner, yeah?
I need that scroll back from you.
Which one?
I think you know exactly which one I'm talking about.
Talking about the teleportation scroll?
Yes. If you all die down here,
I'm the only one that can cast this.
I can make Arv invisible too.
I don't know how to explain it to you, but
Out of character, is there... hold on, let me look and see who's all
Sorcerer
on...
does have teleport
So does
on
Bard,
their
doesn't
spell
it?
list.
I think so. Let me...
Hold on,
Let me peep.
Now I'm curious. Hold on.
So I think we talked about this before, John. As long
Bard,
as it's on my
sorcerer,
spell list-
wizard. Yeah, as long as it's on your spell list, you have the opportunity. So yeah, bard, sorcerer, wizard. Bard, sorcerer, wizard.
Yeah.
So Ren can also cast it.
That's true.
Don't let Rin die.
If you guys are gonna send me deep into this, and if I can find it, and I come out and seeing that you are all destroyed, somebody's got to come out with it.
Yeah.
Sammy, you are not... You don't... You have a ring. That doesn't make you able to cast spells.
God, I wish I could just explain so much more.
But I think what he's trying to say is, if we all, meet our fate and it doesn't go well, you having the scroll, not being able to do anything with it is worthless. But he can at least take it to, I don't know, somewhere. Maybe someone might be able to help him out.
I suppose if he can make it back to Raykrana, he might be able to convince her to cast it for him.
Yeah, the scorpions are still there.
He passes forward the scroll of teleportation circle.
Sammy still doesn't get to tell everybody that he's got a level of sorcerer in him.
No, it's your fault for being tight-lipped.
Yep.
Icon.
All right.
I mean,
So,
I don't want to force you to do anything you don't want to do, but it feels like that's our best odds.
all right.
I mean, so long as you're quick, which I think you are, I think we can do this.
All right. Look, just don't, for the love of all gods, get yourself killed. And Herc, you're
I
gonna
think you
feel,
manage.
without a word, something grab your hand, and
I'm just gonna
something
punch it.
placed in your hand. And you're gonna feel two things placed into your hand. And if you choose to look down, you're gonna see your old amulet of Tamora. And you're gonna see my little bell that I used.
And I'll take your dad's amulet and I'll put it in your hand.
Oh,
Give it back to you.
you schmuck. If you could only see my face right now. Take care of them. Okay. And that's where I'm at right
Hey,
now before you
if
tell me to
come
do
in
anything
and
else.
you can finish him off. We'll bloody it up for you.
Does
there's-
this mean that we
Go ahead.
go?
If there's any sort of preparations that you want to make before the encounter, if there is one, or
I've got my cannon all set and going. That's really all I need to do.
okay.
I think
I
what
need
we
a pee.
What if I
I
ride
have.
in on
I
a
also
horse?
have the nervous peas.
So I want to be clear. What I suggest we do is we hold up on either side, of either side of the entrance where we heard the noises. Sammy goes, and if there's any indication that it notices him, then we attack. But let's not put ourselves in undue danger if there's no risk of it.
Is the plan Sammy goes through the whole side and then like we go through the side he was just on?
I honestly, I would convince us to like split up our party, put half on one side, half on the other side. Let Sammy go through wherever Sammy wants to go through,
Oh.
and then we just kind of wait and kind of keep an eye on the beholder to make sure it doesn't notice Sammy. Is what I think should happen.
Right.
That's my plan.
Yeah.
So wouldn't the best odds of that be that we all take one side and then Sammy goes through the small hole that
I'm
seems less-
afraid of AoE laser damage, so that if we're all on one side, then we all get attacked at the same time, and we all
And
get
plus, if we're on
bamboo
two
boomed.
different sides, the beholder can only look at one side to use his anti-magic eye. So the other
Yeah.
side will have magic.
Yeah.
What if one of us dashes in quite gallantly on a horse?
I mean, you could do that too.
You are welcome to play your character however you seem
But
fit.
it has to be
I would
Halonga.
advise
Are you
against
summoning
it.
Dawnstar?
No, Halonga Day. It has to be Halonga Day.
And a
I
giant
think
camel.
this is a Dawnstar.
Uh,
Maybe, I don't know.
Go
I
ahead.
mean, if shit goes, if the beholder notices us, yes, please do that. But if it doesn't, there's no need to rush in there and meet your fate early. Plus, remember
Well,
what
maybe I
our
could confuse.
said about summon creatures, that if it gets in the anti-magic field, that they're nulled for a little while, so your epic entrance could turn into you falling flat on your ass.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
if it's a conjuration from a spell, it would be nullified or suppressed. Is the verbiage that it's used in the spell? It's suppressed until the field is no longer active.
But yeah, what Riker said, where if we're on
What
either
if I
side of
don't ride
it,
the horse, but the horse just runs in?
I mean, Yeah, if
I'm
we're
gonna pee
decide-
while
Yeah.
you guys figure this
Yeah.
part out.
Quick 5-minute break of thinking about what you want to
Okay,
do. I'm gonna go
okay.
pee, and then we'll be back.
Let's pee on it.
But I think from a mechanical standpoint, it would be more of a nuisance to have me describe, like, you feel like you're on the edge of not being in the cone of vision, and it's just easier to be cut and dry.
Honestly, tracking purposes, it's just easier this way.
Yeah. Okay. Back from. Go ahead.
If I heard Sarah correctly, basically the plan is we hope Sam doesn't get caught, but if he does, then we spring into action.
Believe so.
You're muted.
That's what I would think, being the safer of all of the courses of actions.
Yeah.
How
So if we don't have to fight it, why would we fight it?
Yeah, and I like the idea of like going in on two sides. I think we have like one spellcaster, one non-spellcaster on each side to even things out. So like, well, like primary
Arv.
spellcasters. And Arv, he can be there too. But so like, it could be like you and.
I think Herc and Rin on one side, you and me on the other side, Riker, and Arv can pick whoever he wants to be.
Yeah, wherever he wants to go.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Fuck Arv.
Okay. If you're just backtracking, go ahead and position your tokens where you would like to start. The way is free and clear if you take the same path of any traps. So you can...
Okay. So we're gonna come up here.
Yep.
Oh, we're gonna be on the left side? Alright.
Yeah, I want to be in the cave. I feel
In
more
the
comfortable there.
hole.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Good luck, you guys.
Alright, so I see the red field right there. Does that mean that it is my way, or did you not deactivate that one?
I'm looking through your vision and I don't see a red field.
There's one right here.
Yeah, I see it all up in my area.
I can see it on where I'm at.
Like, is it bright red or is it just red as in the color of the stone?
It's a different color than the stone. I can screenshot it.
Yeah,
if you'd like.
it's clear that it's different.
Yeah, it's definitely
it's like a
beam.
salmon red, something like that.
Yeah.
But it's...
Is it pointed at... So yeah, I just saw the one that you put up facing north.
Yeah, this right here that I'm moving around, that is the anti-magic field. If you're seeing anything else outside of this...
Okay, so there is a beam that is not moving with that beam, that is crossing over where Riker and I are.
Yeah, will you take us... Oh,
I'm doing it right now.
Put your beam, aim your beam north.
Okay, beam north.
Okay.
We do another one, so you can see what we're seeing.
Oh.
All right, I'm putting it in Discord.
That is interesting, because it's like it didn't update it, because I can see it on... Yeah, I see it on OBS too. That's very weird.
Do you want us to refresh?
No. I don't know if we were.
Do we just like pretend it's not there?
No, because this would be very, very confusing.
We need to change the color of the beam, or we'd be really like, oh my god, we're in it.
Oh, maybe like a bright pink.
Yeah, actually, hold on. Let me refresh my page. And see if that gets rid of it.
I'm wondering, did you put it on a different layer?
No. I mean, because it's part of the token. Like, I made it to where it's like bright light. Yeah, go ahead and give it a refresh. That should do it.
Sounds good.
Refreshing.
Because it wasn't there the first time I went in that hallway.
It's not there
we're
anymore,
good.
so.
We're good. I don't see it anymore.
Yep, perfect. All fixed.
Cool. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Okay. So, Rin and Herc, are you in your positions that you would like to remain in?
Riker, would you like to attempt to sneak a little closer? I would like to attempt to sneak a little closer.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
If you attempt to sneak any closer, go ahead and give me a stealth roll.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll be able to hear?
Are you sure you want Riker to try to sneak?
I can cast invisibility on you.
Can I do before we split up? Can I cast aid on everyone?
Sure. Yeah, I'll allow that.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
How many temp HP is that?
It's not temp. It
It's
just
max
raises.
It adds 5.
Oh, it just adds
to
5.
your max HP. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sick.
Is that everyone, including Arv?
everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think there's a limit.
Including myself, because I did peel off
Oh, it's up to
beforehand.
3.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so then I'll do myself, me, and
And then hurt.
And you.
Yourself, you.
And hurt.
I'll do me, Arsis, and Ren.
Okay.
Get my ladies.
I believe if you upcast it, it does more. Either more people or more HP.
Yeah, let me use my 3rd level spell slot that I definitely have to do that. real quick.
I'm just saying. Okay. I've added.
But
five,
are
thank
you casting invisibility on me then?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
It's a once a day thing. It doesn't take any of my spell slots.
Cool.
On left, Rin probably would have done a Mantle of Inspiration. We'll go with...
Arsis did false life on herself, so she's already got temporary HP.
Yeah, and you've got only 1 less than I would have given you, so Rin will do Arv, Herc, and Riker.
Oh, for what?
Temporary HP.
My Mantle of Inspiration, so
Oh,
take
right.
8 temp HP.
Sweet. Thank you.
I know it's not amazing, but
I will
Always
take
helps.
anything.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and John, just for reference, I am using Eldritch Cannon. So like the straight cannon, not the flamethrower.
Sounds good. With a 24, you are not seen.
Hold on, I also have to roll stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You get advantage though for sight.
No, I have disadvantage because of my armor, so it evens out to a flat roll.
oh.
So it depends on how close you want to get.
I mean, I feel like I take a step and I kind of hear my armor a little bit, and I just pause.
Okay. We'll come back to that.
Okay.
Because I feel that it would have taken you a little bit of time to get all the way over there and get set up, and Sammy probably would have ventured forward at least a little bit. So we'll give opportunity for Herc and Rin to get into their positions that they would like to be in. And then we'll also resolve Sammy's location before we get to Riker.
Yep, that works.
Where do you think
So
we
where do you
should
wanna
be?
start?
Oh god, okay,
Maybe you should just hang back. We got this.
okay. I hope you know I really trust you. We save each other, right?
That's right. We're gonna make it through this. You got your amulet,
God damn
right?
it.
As long as it works, I do.
Well, if there's rubble to fall behind, I guess.
I'm listening to you
Herc
guys.
doesn't take a drink of courage. That was Joseph taking a drink of courage.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Okay. So you guys are positioned right there. Sammy?
So kind of give his hand a squeeze.
Let's go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry, one more thing I wanted to do.
Okay.
I will go up to Arsis and say, hey, I think this might be able to help you a lot. And I hand her a potion of heroism.
Okay, thank you.
Oh wait, I've got a potion of some kind. I don't think it's actually that helpful though. Well, nope.
Okay. We'll hang on to that.
Okay. Sammy. Resolve your movement. While you're stealth, 28 stealth. How do you proceed?
All right. Ideally, I want to get up to over in this area. So 5, 10, 15. I'm sticking close to the wall, looking for any other obvious traps while I'm
Okay.
at it.
Give me a perception check.
Fuck. Okay.
As you're peering for traps, you get to a hole in the wall and you're distracted, peering right, seeing what appears to be an upward sloping passage away from the central corridor.
Okay. So because I see it going that way north, I'm going to duck into this hallway.
Okay.
That is, what, 25, 30 feet as a movement.
Okay.
As a bonus action, I'm going to...
Aren't you half
continue
movement if
moving.
you're stealthing?
Oh, yeah, that's true. So that would be my bonus action movement then.
Okay. Alrighty. One more round of movement before we resolve Riker.
Okay. Again, looking for traps. You want another perception check?
Yeah, sure.
Five.
And then I'll also need another stealth check.
Yep.
Okay.
29.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15. Fuck, is this the dead end?
No, hold on. I did this on
Okay.
purpose. Let me see. Okay. So as you get to the top of this, you can see there's a gap in the passage, intersecting disintegrated walls. It's a 10-foot jump, and it's probably about a 20-foot fall.
Oh, so okay, so I gotta try to jump across.
If this is the direction that
Hey.
you would like to take.
Motherfuck. Oh. 1 second.
If you have a 10-foot running head start, you can jump your strength score. So if you have less than a 10 in your strength, then you'd be really stretching it to try to make it.
Fuck. Okay.
I'd probably make you give
that would
me
be an athletics check.
Yeah,
for sure.
give me an athletics check if you wanted to attempt to make the jump, but it would probably be I don't know, like a 15 DC to try to push yourself beyond your normal.
No. Yep, that's not gonna work. So, what the fuck did they do? Okay, so 5, 10, 15. So, okay, that's my last set of movement right there. So you want another stealth roll and a perception check?
You already did it for this turn.
Yeah. So that's the end of my movement for this one right now. So
Yeah, so that's the end of your movement for this one. Now, as I said, we're going to resolve Riker.
Okay.
Riker, you had given her the potion of heroism, I would assume, before she left.
Yeah.
And as she begins to sneak forward...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, as she begins to sneak forward, hesitantly, and almost maybe getting in your head too much about not being able to stealth forward. You're in chainmail, correct?
Nope, not chainmail. I am in. Let me see here.
Breastplate.
Scale mail.
Okay. We'll just say, I guess I'll leave it to you. What do you imagine your blunder is with an 8?
So I think it was similar to what I was describing before. So like he goes invisible and takes a few like deep breaths and like move and like tries to carefully move forward, but accidentally like kicks a rock, and it's kind of like in a movie where like there's dead silence and someone like kicks something and there's just like it just sounds really loud as it goes across the distance.
Yeah, as you kick this rock and it goes cascading down the ramp towards the main hall, clattering off of the stone walls, Arsis probably even gives a look back in your direction and then quickly focuses on the beholder, and it turns in your direction, and you can feel your connection to the weave sever. At least Arsis. And in this moment, unfortunately, Ardu too.
Yeah. I'll freeze. I'll just absolutely freeze. I was like, oh shit.
You still rolled a 24.
Yeah.
So I'm imagining that even though you're caught in the anti-magic field, you are still pressing up against the wall, camouflaging yourself, and you can hear the beholder. Who's there? Why have you come for me?
We have come to pay tribute.
No! God damn it!
Across the hall the other direction.
God,
Yeah.
that was great.
And as it immediately turns towards you, now, there's more coming from the walls. What are you here for? What do you want? You say you bring tribute. Where is your tribute? What have you brought me? Painting, perhaps? A chalice? Golden?
A painting, alas. Our mortal hands are too weak, too trembling. A mirror paints the finest likeness. We're not that skilled.
All right, DM, while this is going on, now that I know that the thing is looking at me, that athletics check is looking really fucking exciting right now, so...
Okay. You can attempt to make an athletics check. One
Wait, where is Sammy?
moment.
Sammy's down a different hallway right now.
That's right. Okay. I don't know why it didn't save the creature's name in the token for me. You brought...
You want me to make that roll?
Yeah, please. You brought a mirror for me.
No, not a mirror. Though we can build one. That we can do. But one of your kind rules us in the West. Great, powerful being.
None more powerful than I can assure you. The great Nonalim, here to guard the echo of Netheril.
Nonalim. To guard your Nonalim?
Vanquisher of Octolim.
Vanquisher of Octolim. I kneel, I prostrate myself.
Anybody with an intelligence over, we'll say, 13, immediately picks up on the naming convention of it being numerical.
This is number
Oct, 8, 9.
Oh.
So this is the 9th iteration of the Beholder, here to protect.
Arceus is not so smart.
Sarah though. Let's resolve Sammy's athletics check. Sammy taking a step back and gets that 10-foot running start and leaps. And as you get closer, you can see the edge, and 1 foot lands on the cusp of the ledge, but it slips. The rocks giving out from underneath of you, causing a cascade of rubble to fall 20 feet to the below as you scramble, trying to grab a hold of the ledge, sliding. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need you to give me a concentration check to maintain your invisibility.
Because it's a potion, it's not concentration.
Oh, it is. That's right. I don't know why I was thinking he used it from his invisibility, or from his
ring.
Ring. Yeah.
So the only thing that'll break it is if he attacks something with a spell or a weapon.
Correct. Thank you for the reminder. Yeah, I was thinking it came from his ring, or
I need you to put me on that lower level.
Oh, because here, let me just get rid of that too.
When Herc starts talking to the Beholder, I would like to drink the potion of heroism.
Okay, you can do so.
I was gonna save it in case there wasn't combat, but now I'm not so sure there's not gonna be, so I'm gonna take it.
As Sammy creates a commotion, and Herc, you hear it. How do you respond? As you can see the Beholder starting to turn his gaze eastward towards the tunnel where you are sure Sammy is trying to...
Oh, he's looking back.
The Beholder is getting ready to look in Sammy's direction. As you're talking to him, you can gather as much.
He heard the noise.
Yeah, he heard the noise and he's getting ready to look. Do you do anything to try to prevent him from looking in Sammy's direction? Say,
"Oh, great Nonalim, it cannot be. Octalim is no more. We had heard the legends, but you are new."
You worship Octalim?
We heard the legends of Octalim. Can it be true? You vanquished such a being?
Such an imperfect being. I am the supreme. I am made the most beautiful, perfect form. Look at these stalks, and he extends all of his many eyes to peer directly at you, all of them trained. Not a blemish.
Glorious as the sun's rays. Yet your rays cast upon a fallen kingdom. This place is difficult to find. We traveled many, many miles over mountains, through dragon breath and goblin kings to find this ruin. This is no place befit for such a being as thee.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage. As it feels the pull, hearing the partial collapse of the wall on Sammy's side, it hears you speak of these are no ruins fit for someone of his state. Yes, that is true. You see, I am going to be remodeling this in my own image. I have already set about destroying what he had built before me. I will rebuild this in my own image.
More perfect.
He flies closer, once hovering about 20 feet off of the ground, now lingering down. Still a large beast in front of you. But now more your eye level as you see he blinks, and we will suppress the anti-magic field. Let me know if everybody had that aura go away for them.
He did,
saw
yeah.
it all.
Okay.
You mean the big red cone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still there.
I
for me,
still
but-
got it.
It's still there for you? That's so weird. Okay.
I'm gonna scoot up a little bit more, and I'm gonna try to get Riker to come up just so I can see a little bit better.
Okay. Refresh, and then I'm not going to use the cone. I'll tell you if you're just. I'm going to be moving the token.
If he's facing you,
If he's
you're
facing
fine.
you, you're. I'll let you know. If you have your magic severed. It's
Okay.
it's on or off. It's at the start of his turn. He can turn it on or turn it off, and I'll make sure that it's clear for you. But as of right now, your ties to your magic are renewed.
So Riker and Rin, Arsis got a little bit closer to the edge so we can see a little better.
Okay.
I don't know if you want us to make stealth rolls again.
We'll hold your previous stealth rolls, especially with as distracted as he is right now, coming up close to Herc. Sammy, before I get back to Herc's distraction, how do you attempt to recover from this? Now 20 foot on the ground floor, looking to your right and seeing a partially collapsed wall. This one must be one that he has recently started to disintegrate, not fully leading to anywhere.
I'm gonna head out the only way that I know then at this point.
Okay.
Sort of a rat trapped and try to figure out what's going on. 5, 10, 15. Do you need a stealth check out of me again?
Yeah, you'll need a stealth check again.
29.
Okay, you're still good for now.
Bonus action 5, 10, 15.
Okay.
And action at this point 5, 10, 15.
Okay. Finding yourself tucked back out of line of sight, hidden in the corner. Herc, as it approaches you, now you can still see the blood kind of dripping down his chin. And as he's kind of grinding his teeth, the remains of the bones of the vulture still mulling about in his mouth. What do you propose?
Well, remodeling this as it should be is work fit for underlings. You should not trouble yourself with such matters other than guidance, direction.
There have not been potentials for underlings. The sand golems bring me food. They brought my father food before me. No need for me to leave this place. But
The
yes,
basics.
I should get underlings.
Why, the Goblin Kingdom I came from in the south would be the perfect place to start. They are despicable creatures, unruly, even for one so lowly as myself.
You, a low being, coming from the Goblin Kingdom?
I
need you to give me a
traipsed
wisdom
through it.
saving throw.
Ugh.
You take 8 points of psychic damage as you can sense that this creature just tried to charm you. Why do I need to go to the Goblin Kingdom when it appears that they have brought me a very suitable, strong even, not as strong as myself, but strong enough. Rid me of those sculptures over there.
I look around for sculptures.
You can see the gold crumblings on the ground to your left and a little bit to the northeast of you. Sculptures that have been partially disintegrated and fallen to the ground. To be clear, you succeeded and you are not charmed.
Yeah. Your word is my command. And
Oh, please be statues of tomorrow.
I'll actually start with maybe the one over there.
Okay. Great.
I am strong, it is true. Though, of course, a weakling and a fool in the presence of one such as yourself. Those goblins, they could, if I had ruled over them, we could make them do all sorts of things for us.
Enough small talk. Tell me how beautiful I am. While I feast upon the remains and spit upon the despicable vision of my father, made in his image, and he gets close.
John,
Yes.
real quick. Taking advice from Arsis, I'm going to try to cast message to Herc.
Ah. And because the anti-magic field is off and it's not there, it will succeed if you so choose.
Yeah. I will message Herc and just say, Herc, you're doing well, but I need you to keep this thing as distracted as possible. Just long enough for Sammy to do his thing. Keep it away from looking at the other statue. Keep its eye or eyes on you at all possible.
All right.
Okay.
As in, make sure it doesn't go near the statue. Make sure it's looking at you at all times.
Is it words that you would prefer? Or perhaps performance? And I'll heft a golden head of one of the sculptures.
While Sammy is hearing this, he's going to try to sneak out that bend and further north.
Okay. Let me resolve this small distraction. That we'll see how Herc responds to my request here in a moment, and then we will resolve your movement. As the beholder turns to you, yes, performance. Take that sculpture. Bring it here. Smash one of the eye stalks off of my father. I want to see it. I want to watch it. To see him befouled by just a puny, goblin-like creature such as yourself. Do it. Do it now.
Goblin. Love that.
I will go up, and I'll even use my channel divinity to get my athletics up, and I'll hold up the head. An imperfect relic made by imperfect creatures of an age long past. I'll now collide with your father here, and I'll smash.
Do you do it from all the way over there?
No, well, I guess
you could attempt to.
I don't know how solid this stone is.
Only one way to find out.
I think I would go up to it.
Okay.
Oh wait. Maybe I'll go over to this one. Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Give me just give me an athletics check, DC 10. Yeah, you crush it. Alrighty. As you
Isn't
can
it plus 10, or is it just advantage?
It's just advantage.
as you take this statue's head and just smash it on one of the stalks, you can just hear, oh, so imperfect. So imperfect, I love it. Do it again. Another one.
How many stalks are left?
9. But we'll resolve Sammy's movement first. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Okay, so when I peek around the corner, what is the health condition looking of this beholder?
You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific about what you're trying to.
You don't need
There's
help.
not a single blemish. Its stalks are like the rays of the sun.
Like, I'm assuming it fought with its father at some point. Like, is there any damage anywhere that I can see on it to indicate that this fight was recent? If there was a fight?
You can give me a perception check, but it's gonna be like a DC 25. Close.
I tried. I was gonna be really flashy with like. But
You
that's clearly not
do
the
not
case.
see any sort of scarring or blemishes on this. Perfect. Beautiful. Charming
Perfect.
beholder.
Okay. All right, so you got the stealth check.
Yep.
I am not looking for traps anymore. Oh,
Okay.
not at this point. 5, 10, 15. Bonus action. 5, 10, 15.
Okay.
Action. 5, 10, 15 around the corner right there.
Okay.
And that's where I'm going to hold.
Stepping into this other room, you can see a series of statues. A raised pedestal. 4 cats. What clearly appears to be a parental figure larger than the other 3 trailing behind it. Candles, unlit, but still worn away, having been lit previously, litter the entire front side. 4 hooded arcanist statues kneeling down with bowls cradled in their hand. A appearing to be almost an offering towards the cats. On the far end of the room of the entrance that you came in, you see more statues. A raised, circular, tiered dais. And atop that, an obsidian obelisk spinning. From what appears to be of its own accord. But all of that being locked behind two sets of what appear to be metal bars. With no outward lock or opening mechanism that you can see at this moment. But since you used your action, your movement, and your bonus action, that is all you can do. Before we come back to Herc, is there anything that the rest of you do? Are you enthralled with Herc's performance, Rin? Concern looks across your face.
I'm so scared right now.
So how are people divided? Where's Arsis and I are on one side, and Rin and I are on one side, and Arsis and Riker on the other.
Arv is by Rin still.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're in the middle. You're not on anybody's side at the moment.
Right now,
I'm on the beholder side.
Yeah. Rin is waiting to see if Herc's distraction starts to fail, in which case she would step in to try and do a similar...
Dang it. I forgot to loop it again.
I'm also gonna draw my bow and ready in action. The moment this thing seems hostile, just shoot it with one of my magic arrows.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna sit there and hold it.
Okay.
Do nothing.
I don't think I can hold a bonus action, but I can hold a firebolt.
Okay. Alrighty. Herc, you've been tasked with doing it again. From the clearly maniacal beholder.
I'll try to climb up and get to kind of a hard to reach one.
Okay. I'll say that the stalks kind of branching off to the side of the beholder make it easy enough for you to navigate the stand on top of it, and as you can see, its gaze following you every step of the way.
Shall I do this one? Or perhaps this one would be quite a nice cut.
That one. It's uglier, more hideous.
And then I'll
smash it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Give me another athletics.
I mean, I probably want to leave the uglier one but okay. Just doing what he says.
As you smash the stalk, look of confusion comes across his mind as he hears the stone scuttle across the ground as you had smashed it. Who else is here with you? You didn't come alone.
No. Petty pilgrims like myself, too frightened, I suppose, to face such a perfect being as yourself.
As they should be. Bring them to me. I wish more servants, people to do my bidding.
As you command.
Call out to them, you will not leave my sight. Do you think that I am some fool?
No, my
to be
lord, you
tricked
flatter
into
me.
allowing you to leave so easily.
My lord, I would never... thought it would never... I'm here to pay tribute to you.
Lord, I am no lord.
What shall I call you?
Call me by my name, for it is the perfect name. Nonalim.
Nonalim. As you command. Friends, do not be afraid. Nonalim has called you out. He is the perfect one.
Rin will go, but before she leaves, she puts like a hand on Arv, like, don't follow me, not saying anything.
And Archie's kind of do the same thing with Riker. She's gonna like kind of like put her arm out to like signal that we're still gonna be quiet and see what happens.
I am not moving.
Okay.
Can I take this opportunity to move further into the room?
Yeah, we'll resolve that, and then Rin stepping out into the
Perfect.
into the beholder area.
Thank you for your
So
sacrifice.
You need another stealth check out of me, correct?
Yeah.
Another nat 30.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Fucking. Let's go. All right, now I'm looking for traps again.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Ooh.
You find that this room, having scoured over it, is completely free of traps. Is there anything else specifically that you want to hone in on to understand better?
Really, I want to look at what's going on with these stairs here.
Okay. On your end of the stairs and at the top of the stairs, there appears to be long, solid metal bars
Oh, those are
protruding.
the grates.
Yes,
Shit. Okay.
the grates.
Okay, got it.
That's great.
And I don't think I can squeeze through that.
Regardless of whatever scale it might appear on the mini-map, you cannot squeeze through these bars unless you had
That's
something
fine.
to change your form. What question you got for me?
Oh shit. Something to do with this cat table, but not really sure what I'm looking at right now. Like, I see the 3 little cats, I see the big cat, I see the 4 sculptures.
With a 25, you see that all of the offering bowls are empty. And all of the candles are unlit. That's probably all the more detail that you're going to be able to find out of that. There's no inscription, there's no...
Oh.
What do you do?
Alright. Omi is... I don't know what to do with the fucking cats, candles, fucking grate. There's no lever or anything anywhere.
Not
Just
that you can see.
pss, 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 pss.
Here, Kiki.
Oh, remember that cat from that ruin way back?
It's
Oh my
Sidon!
Oh,
Yeah.
We should have brought the
no.
cat!
Damn it.
Actions,
alright.
consequences.
Yeah. Fuck.
Reload from checkpoint.
Alright, 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15 around the fucking corner right there.
Okay.
That's it.
Alrighty. Rin, go ahead and move your movement out, and how do you acknowledge the beholder?
Yeah. Rin's going to walk out very slowly, her head down.
I might try to take the lead on it, unless...
My most sincere apologies, Nonalim. I must admit, I felt terrified to see you, to see your perfection. But now all I can do is look in awe.
How dare you? You think you've earned the right to speak Nonalim's name? Cowering in the corner like that?
I'm so sorry.
How
What if the
dare
shadows
you?
are in
Do
it?
you think that you've earned the right to speak for Nonalim?
Ah, apologies, my lord.
Can I move again?
Your what? One.
My nothing.
Nonalim, would you like a song?
Hold
I would
on.
love to move during this.
Nonalim was just called nothing. And I'm trying to figure out how I would like to resolve this. Give me a persuasion check at disadvantage to see if it takes pity on you. Hold on. You haven't hit it yet, have you?
Oh, yeah, I did already.
Oh shit.
That's nowhere near a success.
Are you sure?
Golf rules? Golf rules?
I need to know how everything's going to play out because Nonalim will become hostile to Herc. But if I remember correctly, any act of aggression was going to trigger your attacks.
Yep, the held actions.
Would
Yep.
you loose them?
I mean, if I'm being, like, out of game, no, but in game, probably yeah.
I would wait until like he hurt them. Like it wouldn't be.
Oh
just
yeah, I'm
'cause he was
waiting for the
mad.
attack to go off.
Okay. Then here's what I need to do. Let's remove all turns. Clear. I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Mhm.
Okay. Pick tokens.
What the actual fuck?
Just
You rolled the
because his
3 for your
initiative was
beholder?
Garbo?
Yeah, that's ass, dude.
That's a great roll. I love it.
How the fuck
Look
am
at
I
all those like
first?
teens. It's 16, 15, 15, 14, 13, 10, and then 3.
Okay.
We're so consistent, guys.
Sarah, what's your dex mod?
What's your dex, Sammy? Mine's a 16.
18.
So you go first.
Okay.
Ooh.
Herc.
0.1.
You want to resort it?
Nice.
You can see in this creature's eyes, all of them trained on you, that you're going to get something. You don't know what it is yet. Could bite you. Could use another eye ray. Do you want to forego your lead in the initiative? Or do you want to do something? Or in the turn order, I mean. Because you would come up first. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to act first if you would like.
You see the malicious intent in it, all of its eyes.
Yes, that is what I am getting at. It is
All right.
going to hurt you.
Depends on how bad.
So I can react right now.
Yeah, you're first in the initiative. You can
Okay.
tell that it's going to do something malicious. You can tell that it's going to. It means you harm. But whether or not you want to attempt to eat whatever it gives you and try to salvage,
Placate it.
yep. Like, I don't want to give you ideas.
You can attempt to kiss its ass to make it look a little less malicious.
Essentially. But no matter what, if you forego this initiative or this turn, you will be taking some form of punishment. No judgment, no matter what you do. I'm sorry to put you in this position. I know it's
No,
tough.
it's okay.
I understand your
misspoke.
position.
It's fair.
Unfortunately, such is life.
Smite it first. Bad dog. It works every time with beholders.
Historically, yes. Maybe
fuck
maybe
this
it's into
thing.
that. You don't know.
Nothing but a dream. And I'll Shining Smite attack it.
Okay.
So now that violence has ensued, can our ready actions go off? There's no coming back from that.
Yeah. I'm going to say that your readied actions will go off before Hurt's Shining Smite, because you see him reach for his weapon and you know it's about to happen.
I'm not using my weapon. I'm gonna use the golden thing I'm still holding. I'm gonna
Improvise weapon it.
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
for the first
Still.
strike at least.
But you're still like
yeah.
hitting it.
We can read the room.
Okay. So, I'll allow that to happen.
Okay.
So
I
go
think
ahead.
since we're both hidden, it's with advantage, correct?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Nice. With that magic arrow too.
Oh wait, no, not
Uh-huh.
fairy fire yet,
Oh.
dingus. Firebolt.
Nice.
Hey, no way.
Nat 20.
All right. So 21 points of fire damage, correct?
So it's actually more. So with arcane firearm, I think an additional D8, but since it's a crit, I get an additional 2D8 on that.
Okay.
So that would be an additional 14 damage. So 28 plus 7 is 35. Yeah.
When I've got 14, 15, 16 plus 3 as well.
Okay. Skip. Please play the song. There we go.
High five Nat 20 Club. Right here.
So,
Dude, fuck yeah.
okay. All right, now Herc, go ahead and roll your attack for your Shining Smite.
20, nat 20, nat 20, nat 20.
Well, I assume I don't get advantage from this,
No.
unless he's surprised. Okay.
Look, you get a Nat 20.
$24.
It does hit.
Nat 20, close enough.
Okay,
And
6
smite
points of
damage.
bludgeoning damage. And then any attacks against it going forward, this is the fairy fire one, essentially, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And this is not a concentration check either, is it? It's just...
No,
wait, hold on. Is there a save for this?
No, it is concentration.
Oh, it is concentration?
But there is no save.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now
All right.
it is
Take
going
your
to
turn.
make...
Attacking it one more time
Okay.
with the axe.
Hold on a second.
I was misreading the surprise thing. It's fine. If it's
No,
not
you're-
a surprise, it's not a surprise.
I'm trying to think of... Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, do your second attack. That hits.
Okay. We'll smite.
Okay.
Oh, and
Riker, get where you want to be. I gotta drop the invisibility.
Doesn't it drop when I make an attack?
Yeah,
That's
he's
right,
he's
yes.
uninvisible now.
Yeah.
Um,
You look to Riker, he's like, oh, I'm still invisible? Looks
Oh,
down.
never mind.
okay. So 17 on that then, right? Total on the second attack?
yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Now it is Nonalim's turn.
Does it not get to be Rin's turn?
No, because this is technically part of the surprise. Like,
Oh, gotcha.
Nonalim was going to attack Herc, and I asked them, like, hey, let me... And then they got to attack because it
okay,
was
I understand.
their held actions. So as soon as Nonalim goes, then it's going to go top of the round, and we'll go down. So I've got to roll a couple d10s.
Yeah. See which eyes go off.
Yep. So I'm gonna roll. I'm just no, I'll do them one at a time. Okay. Herc, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
It's not good.
Oh, this con should be nice and juicy.
Okay.
All right.
Depends on what the save is.
You succeed, and there is no damage associated with that one. Okay. Herc.
Do you have under 100 hit point?
No, I need you to... this is one of those weird things where I need you to make... No, I lied. It's going to take this one at Rin. It is a telekinetic ray. I need you to make a strength saving throw for me.
Me? Strength?
Yeah. This creature...
Welcome to my house.
Yeah, this is a smart creature, so I would not target a strong creature with a strength saving throw.
Yeah, it's fair.
Okay. It is going to move you 30 feet. 2, 3,
Me?
4, 6, 30 feet closer.
Oh.
And you are now restrained until the start of the Beholder's next turn.
Okay.
Let me give you a
You
little
can
slow thing.
still cast magic and stuff like that, I think.
Yeah.
And now for its third. And Herc already passed the con save. Sorry, Rin. Sucks for sticking your nose out there. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please. Oh, 16. That succeeds. Still 3d8 poison damage. You take 10 points of poison damage, but since you succeeded,
I take 5.
you take 5 and you are not poisoned. Now we're at the top of the round. So Riker, what do you do?
Okay, I am once again visible. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to leave my cannon, and I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20 down here, and my cannon, I'm just gonna move like it would be like kind of more towards like the other corner, but it defaults to the upper left hand corner, to where it can see it. And
hold on one more second before you resolve your turn. I think this creature would have used its movement. I got caught up into it, and it's going to fly 30 feet into the air. And Herc, you will get an opportunity to take an AOP. But it's not going to stay there on the ground for you to just smack the piss out of it.
Grab it.
Do it, Herc. That's what a Herc would do.
oh.
It's with advantage.
Wait, he gets advantage though.
Yeah, so it hits.
Because the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, that's why the
You
24
just double smites into it now and call it good.
Yeah.
Okay. You dumping a smite into it?
Hell yeah, man.
Nice.
Okay. Alrighty, sorry. Riker.
No, you're good. Okay. So, first things first.
Sorry.
With my action, I'm going to load up a scorching ray shell into my gun, and I'm that's what I'm casting.
Okay, Scorching Ray.
Yep. So three rays. So the first one, I'm just gonna roll all of the attacks at once.
That's fine.
So
And I'll let you know
1,
which.
2, and 3.
Yeah, all 3 hit.
Nice.
All right, and with that, I get to add another D8 because of my arcane firearm.
To all of them or just one?
Just one. I can only do it once.
Okay.
So total that is 5,
21,
16,
22.
22. Yep. 22 points of damage as all 3 of them just come up at once. They all go in like different directions, and they all collide right into him.
Okay.
And while it's still up in the air, my cannon will also fire at it.
Okay.
26 to hit.
Yep.
And I need to double check my damage, and that'll be 2d8. Another 12 force damage. As I am laying just everything into this creature.
You guys have gotten very lucky on your rolls.
Yes.
At this point, it is looking bloodied. That ends your turn?
Yep, that's movement, action, bonus action. Yep, that is my turn.
Alrighty. Before we venture on to Sammy, we are going to get a legendary action. And it is going to use one of its eye rays.
Rip the Band-Aid off.
Oh
Come
no,
on.
this isn't a bad one.
I'm right here.
Arsis, give me... man. Who's done the most damage to it so far?
Riker.
Riker.
Probably me,
Probably
yeah.
Riker.
Or Herc.
Yeah.
Or Herc, yeah, one of us.
Yeah, but Herc can't hit him from the ground.
So then Riker's done more damage than I have because he's had 2 attacks.
He doesn't know what I'm capable of.
You're gonna stand on your horse, aren't you?
Earlier.
You already attacked it. You ain't charmed.
No, I know. He thought he charmed me, though.
I think the Beholder has something else planned for Riker with his damage. Arsis, I need you to make me a Wisdom saving throw. I know you're potentially good at
Is it a
it.
charm?
Oh, yeah, you get advantage to it, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an advantage charm roll.
23.
Fuck.
Imagine if Sammy had crit on those stealth rolls with a short bow or something.
You take 7 points of psychic damage, but you are not charmed. Fuck. Forgot about that. Okay, Sammy, it is your turn. Yep.
All right, Sammy. So, as an action, run this one by me. He wants to cast Mage Hand, and he wants to drag it across the ground, try to potentially trip any sort of ground-based traps.
Oh, you're venturing deeper.
Yes.
That was the plan.
Sammy is sticking to the plan.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
it can apply 5 pounds of force. So
Okay.
You're more than welcome to try it.
okay. So then that's going to be my action. He's
Okay.
going to cast Mage Hand,
Mhm.
10 feet in front of him.
Okay.
And then movement and bonus action, he's going to move 60 feet deeper in. So
Keeping
5.
the mage hand in front of you to trigger any traps. Okay.
Yep, he's essentially running into spots that the Mage Hand is pressing down on.
Okay.
So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55.
You
What am
can
I
only
looking
move
at
the
right
mage
here?
hand 30 feet, I think.
Oh, can I?
Yeah, I think it's only 30 feet per turn or something like that. Or like I maxed 30 feet in front of you.
Oh, yeah, I might have missed that. Hand vanishes.
It's a great idea. I love it.
Actually, I could move my hand. You move the hand over. So it's manipulating. Oh, you can only move the hand up to 30 feet. So, okay, so 20 feet behind me and where I'm at right now.
Okay.
I would not have activated any traps. So we're just gonna, yeah, there you go. So I'm right here. What am I looking at right now?
You're looking down at 3 sarcophagi in a small room. It's about
far
15
down?
feet down.
Okay, I'm gonna get to the edge, and that is the end of my movement and everything else.
Alrighty, another legendary action.
Oh, but I can't move another 5 feet forward, so get another barrier up.
Riker,
Yeah.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Oh, I'm good at those.
Oh no.
Except for the part where I'm not.
no!
Barbs, please, let's barbs that maybe?
You
It's
can't.
only when they succeed. When I fail, you can't use it.
Fuck.
That's all right. I got this.
No, you don't.
Look, I can take it. I'm a big boy.
It depends on what it is.
It's chill. Holy fucking shit.
Do you have 58 points of health, including?
No, not even with the temp HP. I don't. Yikes.
Death ray.
You
Shit.
see the beholder turn to you, and a black necrotic energy spawns from one of its eyes. Stunned from it piercing you straight into the chest. You are dead.
But did we lose John?
Oh no, did we lose
Oh.
John?
We lost John!
You lost me?
Oh, there you are. You're back.
Yeah,
You're back.
I
Okay,
missed
there you
that.
go.
You
We heard beam chest.
beam straight into your chest. You drop dead.
Guys, it's okay. I got this. It's chill.
Yeah, you sure got that. You
Those-
got it right to the heart.
Those
Was I
of
not
you
supposed to catch it?
those of you that see this happen, you have seen your members fall in battle before. You've seen the way when they're knocked unconscious, they fall a certain way, more restrained even, as they slump to the ground, succumbing to a wound. This one, Riker never had a chance. Arsis, your turn.
This is where I curse at it very, very a lot. You piece of shit, I want you to die. Is there anything I could do to aim for the central eye?
With
Does I have advantage? Could I do like a straight roll instead?
with the intent of what? To
Wait, sorry.
disable its ray? Or
Yeah,
disable
that- Yeah, the
we
anti-magic field.
So the
Did we skip
anti-magic
Arv?
field. No, Arv was never in the has not met in the turn order.
Oh.
The initial
Oh, okay.
you acting Arsis and Riker, that was all like a surprise round, and then it went to the
Okay.
top of the initiative. So the anti-magic field is currently not up.
I know.
Yeah,
Disable it so it can't go up.
mechanically, I don't really think that's a thing. I'll say I'll allow you to call your shot, and if you nat 20 it, I'll treat it like a sand in the eye, and it wouldn't be able to do it for like 2 turns. But I
Okay.
don't think you could ever disable it altogether.
Alright, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna bonus action cast Hunter's Mark on it. Ignore that. Just so that it's marked. And then we're gonna try to hurt it. We're gonna use the +3 arrows that I still have left. So it's +3 to my rolls, whatever I roll.
Okay.
Plus I've got the bless. So and then I have advantage because of Herc's thing. So 22, 3, 4, 5, 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So 10 damage plus 1d6 for the Hunter's Mark, plus 1d6 for the favored foe, plus 1d6 for Ardu's lightning breath. Because he empowered it. That's my first attack.
Okay.
3.
Plus 3.
Oh, yep, from the
on the
okay.
arrow.
Yep. I still got a couple more of those left, so we're gonna use them all up on this fucker.
Okay.
And then the same thing again. So this time we attack.
28 hits. You guys are like rolling lights out. It's wild.
Yeah. So it's actually like a 32 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so the longbow damage, 12, plus the Hunter's Mark. And that's everything I can do.
Okay.
Oh, then I'm going to take a couple steps back to be a little bit farther out of its way. I'm also going to call it a lot of really terrible names. Ugly, stupid, piece of shit. I hope it dies a painful death. You know, that sort of stuff.
You still
should
feel
Fucking dare you.
at that position that it can still see you.
Yep. But I
Okay.
don't really want to get. I don't want to get too far out of the range because I still want to be able to hit it.
No,
so.
that's perfectly fine. I
I
just
know that
wanted
if
to make.
I can see it to hit it. It can see me to hit me, but at the same time, I'm trying to divert its gaze.
Okay. It is looking pretty wounded, but it still has legendary actions.
Mhm.
Arsis,
I called it ugly. It's of course gonna try to hit me.
give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Seven.
Wait, did he say Con or Dex?
Yeah, con.
Con.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Then it's 2.
Okay. Here you go.
Oh God.
If it comes back to your turn, you have to roll again. You are currently restrained. If you fail again while still restrained, you are now petrified. Herc. It is now your turn.
Because Rin is also restrained. I'm just gonna put this here so we can see what the conditions are.
Yeah.
Do I see her lock up like that?
I suppose if you saw the ray extending out from the eye, following it, I imagine you're probably tracking each of the rays going off to assess the situation as it happens. Oh, Rin's was from the telekinetic ray. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, her.
But she's restrained, so it's the same condition.
Yeah.
I just don't have the bad follow-up.
Yeah, you just would stay restrained if you didn't.
Vibes.
Oh no, you're at the beginning of the Beholder's next turn. You automatically
Goes away automatically, yeah.
Okay.
So the only way to get rid of that restrained condition is her next
For
save.
16.
All right.
That's what it appears.
Yeah, can I make a save on my turn?
No, not me.
Or
You,
can-
or not you. Me.
Can anyone make a save on their turn?
Let's see. Telekinetic. It says. I'll just link that. Target is restrained condition until the start of the Beholder's next turn, or until the Beholder has the incapacitated condition. So it does not appear that you get any sort of save on your turn. It just, as soon as the
Okay.
Beholder's turn comes back up again, you're good.
Or like lesser restoration wouldn't do anything
No,
either.
I already checked that.
How
So
tall
not
is this
paralyzed,
thing?
just restrained.
Ooh, very good question. It's about 10 feet.
And the eye stalks, I assume, can look underneath the beholder. Like if I was right under it, or if I like grabbed onto one.
Yeah.
Okay. One. Two.
Oh, God, I forgot I have to do ARV.
I hope he has a big explosion that just says, fuck you, I do all the damage.
Yes. All the
I will
damage.
cast.
Could be level 9 magic missile. That's really what it's gonna come down to.
Bless. Let's see, wait, how much movement is that? I was like right here, right? So it'd be 1,
Yeah.
2, 3.
You were the square next to it.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Bless here. That on me, Ren, and Arsis.
I already have bless.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, potion
Yeah.
of heroism.
Oh, heroism gives the potion gives you Bless. Okay.
Yep.
Fuck, then do I... And I can't see Arv. I don't know where Sammy's gone. This would be 1. I can't like do 2 jumps, right? With my superior athletics and grab it. Probably not. Maybe
What do
if
you-
I was already on top of it.
Like,
But Rin's not blessed, right?
Not current, not
No.
Currently, not without you.
Okay. We lose.
Bless Riker.
I mean, yeah.
Riker is a
Wait.
puddle of dust right now.
He's not a
Corpse.
puddle of dust.
Different.
Yeah, he's. To be clear,
Oh,
he
I
is
was-
not dust. That is disintegration ray. This was death ray.
Damn,
Oh,
I
it was
just-
Death Ray. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna go. Oh, shit.
Talk to me. Tell me what you're trying to do, and
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
tell you how we can do it if you want to do it.
No, at first I was thinking, okay, if I bless me, Rin, and Arsis, that'll like help with our saves, and I can at least stand next to Rin. That would definitely help. So that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. But then that'll drop Shining Smite. So then I was thinking maybe I just attack it by like jumping up on top of the stone thing.
I'll say, here's what'll happen. I'll say that you're able to climb up like on top of a stalk. You can attempt this. You've been smashing around these rocks, or the stone statue is brittle. I'll roll a it'll partially be like, I'll say there's a trade-off.
I have the superior athletics thing going. Too,
Yeah, I'll
so-
say there's a trade-off. You can jump up and attack it, but you're going to take the 2d6
damage.
fall damage. That's what I'll say. You can jump up and attack it, but you'll take the 2d6 fall damage. And then if you take fall damage, you'll have to make a con save for your concentration.
Okay. So I will use my first attack to throw another like piece of rubble at it.
Okay.
Or let's just
Yeah, you won't be able to get 2 melee swings off midair. That would be some like wild baller
Yeah.
moves.
or maybe I'll just throw a javelin since I actually do still have javelins.
Okay, that hits. Okay.
And then we'll do the leap. And I want to try to land near Rin if I can.
I'll say, what's your strength score? Well, you don't have a running jump.
18. Okay.
I'll say the most you can get is 10 feet away from where you're at right now.
Okay.
Okay, so 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll for damage.
9 and do another smite.
Yes.
And actually, oh wait, the smite takes a bonus action, doesn't it?
No, smite is part of your action.
Yeah, we're playing
Just
by
burn a spell slot.
2014.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're
So could
using
I
2014
could
rules.
define favor before all this and get some extra d4s then. So I'll do that.
Okay.
So roll. That would be 2d4 and 2d8. All right.
What's the divine favor you were doing there?
Weapon attacks give me an additional d4
Okay.
radiant damage. Terrible smite roll.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so
Damage is
total
damage.
14 plus 10, 24.
Okie dokie. Now you need to take 2d6.
Yep.
2d6. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. And now I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Ah, my God.
And you drop concentration on Shining Smite.
Yeah.
You have blessed though. No, you don't. Never mind.
Nope, it's not dead. Okay. That ends your turn. I believe
Yeah.
that's everything. It is in its lair, so it has its final legendary action. Herc, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Nice.
You take 4 points of psychic damage, but you are not feared.
Just a little nosebleed.
It is Arv's turn. He comes running in. Looking at the carnage and everything that's going on around him. He just kind of shouts, "What do I do? Where are we at? What's the situation?" Looking for a guidance on how to...
Struggling. Either save Riker or hit him with all you've got.
End him!
Okay. He will
Are you a wall wizard or what?
upcast. So what do we got? 3, 4, 5. 5 magic missile. 1,
Fucking fireball,
2,
man.
3,
I don't give a shit.
4, 5. 5, 7, 10, 12, 17. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, so that's his movement and his action. Oh, but he can't use... Okay. Rin. What do you do? Restrained. So you can't move. And then, do you guys have like 10 more minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Time to kill
need
this
to know how
fucker,
this
yeah.
plays out.
Okay, we're gonna try casting sleep at 3rd level.
Ain't no way. Okay, let's see what happens.
Oh, fuck.
Hold on.
God damn it. Just do the 5d8. Why didn't it
I
just
think
go?
it's is that 98 total if it's a 3rd level?
It is.
It sure is. Okay, I'll just run it in
Click
here.
the pink buttons, and it'll do it.
I did click the pink button and then it didn't do anything. Okay, I can do
Oh.
6 and then 3.
So 51?
51.
Yeah.
And there's no save on this, it just sucks, huh?
Yeah, it just it falls. Yeah, ask DJ about it, by the way.
It'll wake up when it takes damage when it falls, though.
No,
Yeah.
it hovers.
No?
That's the
Oh.
thing.
Really?
It does not take fall damage. It hovers.
Yep.
So it's just asleep.
It had less than 51 HP, so currently it is sleeping.
That,
No,
oh
no,
my god, that
no.
was.
What if it dreams another beholder?
Better kill it quick.
Yep,
Yeah,
we better
time to
kill
kill
it
it.
very quick.
At least it can't
It
do a
doesn't
legendary
do
action on us
anything
for the
else.
next round.
That was
We've got
fucking
10
brilliant. Oh my
rounds right
God.
now.
That was clutch.
Okay, I gotta pee, because this is, I'm stressed. I'm stressed.
So poetic too, if you think about
Yes, it worked.
Yeah, that's
it. Nothing but a dream.
Oh.
Okay.
yo.
Holy
Dude,
shit.
we've killed dragons, and we're holding beholders back with a level 1 spell.
Dude,
Well, cast level 3, but
I can't
Doesn't matter.
believe that worked. That's so clutch.
I can't believe. Like I thought it's gonna fall and then wake up, like Sarah said, but I didn't know about the hover while it sleeps thing.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I don't run beholders very often, so.
Yo, that's actually.
Did I tell you?
fucking
So
great.
I think I reached out to Riker or Andrew and Bria explicitly, but my other plan, if things went really south, was to tell Arv to use the Greater Restoration Wand on the Daddy Beholder.
On the big
Yeah.
guy?
Yeah.
I have
you'll
to
be
make my
pissed.
save, or you have to use it on me.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's kill this thing so we don't have to use it on Big Daddy.
Yeah.
Okay. So, while John
Coordinator
is
attacks.
pissing,
Everyone
Yes.
like dumps everything into it at
get
once.
your big ass spell ready, because the minute it stirs is the minute you need to unload on it.
Well,
Whatever
to-
that might be.
Okay.
Is it like a Snorlax that when it rests, it? Never mind.
No. No. I swear to God, it better not.
Okay. So, as I had talked about a little bit earlier, and Rin would know this, and so while it was a bold strategy that paid off short term, here's how I'm going to handle this. Every round that continues, I'm going to roll a D100. On a 100, no, I don't want to. Get out of here, Windows. A fucking full screen, like, tried to tell me to upgrade. On a 100, I will spawn another beholder. So,
Are you going to roll publicly, or are you
yeah, I'm going to roll
privately?
publicly. Yeah, publicly.
yeah, sure.
So, continue. It is, I guess, Rin, you still have, I guess, you don't have movement. You used your action. Is
Can't
there
do
anything else?
much.
oh, she's got movement now because it's not restrained anymore at the beginning of the
Oh,
beholder's
it's
turn.
incapacitated. Yeah. Yeah, so
I
you,
guess that's fair.
yeah, you're no longer restrained because it's incapacitated.
Okay. Let me just confirm. Yeah, it wouldn't matter. Okay. Yeah, let's see how far she wants to get a little farther away. If we all try to attack it at once, we can probably take it out in one go. We just pick someone to go first.
Can somebody get Sammy in here? We might need his bow. Or his sword.
You're gonna yell for him?
No. Does this thing have ears?
I have to resolve my preparation ray before I can do or say or do anything.
That is true.
Decide what I'm doing.
Does it hold concentration on that?
It's
If-
not a concentration. It's just
It's not
a.
Yeah, it
It
just
what
sets it in
is.
motion.
Okay.
It's
Yeah, so it says it's at the end of my turn. The options are I dump everything into it first and hope I pass, and then you guys don't get to wait. You just have to let me hit it all. Or
But you are also restrained right now, so can you actually make an attack?
I can. It's
Do you have-
disadvantage.
Okay, you have angle then. Okay.
Yeah, I have line of sight.
Okay.
And I have range because I'm fucking longbow.
And you all need to decide what you're going to do, because on Sammy's turn, he's dipping deeper in. And then when Arceus's turn comes up, yeah, exactly. You guys don't know what you're doing,
I
but
don't
on
think
Arceus's turn,
that this is gonna do anything because I'm gonna have to hit it if I'm gonna do the most amount of damage. Because even if I delay my action, I only get one attack instead of two, so it's
Yeah.
lesser damage. So as much as I want to do like everyone just pile on it at the same time, I don't think mathematically it works with the way the D&D is built.
Okay, Rin, is that end your turn?
Yeah.
But if you
I guess she'll-
hit it, think about the mathematics of those eye stalks going off again, right?
Yeah, that's
Right,
why
so
we
if
also
we-
hit it all at the same time.
Being
Yeah.
stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we still have the one
If
thing.
Arf wants to come over and unstone me, then we can do that way.
And you're gonna make your save anyway.
I know, right? I've got plus.
Rin is gonna give Herka Bardic just because he's there and she likes
Or-
it. So
Alrighty.
Okay.
It is Nonalim's turn. And he is sleeping. Here comes the D100.
99. Oh.
Don't scare me like that, man.
Okay. That ends his turn. That unfortunately ends Riker's turn. Sammy.
Okay. Sammy didn't hear anything, so he is gonna. Oh, I still need to clear that line that's blocking me from going any
Did
further.
I make an invisible? I did.
You did.
There.
All right, so that's where I would have started.
Yeah,
so
you would have
I'm
been
gonna
all the way
drop
at the edge.
15 feet down. So, is there any way that I can slow that so I don't take the damage? Or
Yeah,
am I just
I'll say you
fucked?
can slide down it.
Okay, so 5, 10. What's with this door here in front of me?
There is a door there in front of you. It is
I'm gonna
a
push on it or
okay.
pull on it. Push or pull.
yeah.
Make a dex save, bitch.
You're free to pass through as it opens up.
20, 25, 30. All right, I see 2 desks in front of me right
Yeah,
over
you
here.
see 2 desks with scrolls and papers sprawled out, books opened up. You see some sort of sand time capsule that spins
Probably
passively
doesn't even need to stealth anymore.
on one of the on the nearest desks. Beds, armoires, wardrobes, a globe of the current map, statues, and atop the 3-tiered raised platform in front of you made out of marble, you see floating the black obelisk.
And there are forms, barriers, we shall call them, around the obelisk, correct? I think that's what you described as?
No, there's no barriers.
Oh, there's no barriers.
Yeah, the only barrier was the barrier to entry, which was the bars that were preventing
Got
you
it.
from getting back there.
All right, 5, 10, 15 bonus action movement, 20, 25. I look at this pedestal with all the runes on it.
Mm-hmm.
Do I feel anything?
You
I'm
feel...
looking at my ring right quick.
You know how when you get underneath of a cell phone tower and you just feel staticky? Just feel like the humming of the energy in the air?
Nope, can't say I've ever had that happen to me before.
Okay, yeah, that's what you feel. You feel
Okay.
energy emanating from this as you see the stone obelisk, the obsidian obelisk, spinning in the center tallest pedestal.
Okay, then I think I can use, because I used light earlier, but I can use detect magic as well right now, right?
Sure.
All right, so I'm gonna put the ring on, and I'm gonna detect magic, see if I sense anything off of this 3-tiered power.
The 3-tiered platform itself,
Yes.
not necessarily magical. While inscribed with runes, you sense every school of magic in the obelisk.
Okay, and the obelisk itself, is that
This little
Oh.
black thing in the center.
like, is this like a manageable thing, or is this like a 5-foot thing that I can
No,
barely
it's
carry back?
probably about a foot tall. Like it's probably about that fat.
Okay. Okay. And I'm not. Am I sensing all the magic aura off of that as well?
It's the obelisk that is emanating the. Yeah,
So the platforms themselves don't have magic
yeah.
on
The
them.
platforms themselves, they just have runes, no magic.
Okay. So then I'm gonna step onto the first platform, second
Okay.
platform.
Nothing.
That is it. That's my, because I used my action to cast Detect Magic.
Okie dokie. Arsis, what do you do? You unloading?
Arv, you better get your skinny ass over here and fix me in case I turn to stone. And I'm gonna make my save. Okay.
Rooting for you.
No. I failed. A 9.
As the tail end of the words are cut off, Arsis turns to stone as much as Octolim.
Sorry.
Kirk, what do you do?
Rast.
Okay. No.
He's so slow.
Come on, Kirk. You gotta focus on you, buddy.
I mean, you can just like hold your action if you want.
Yeah, you can do that too. You climbing back up?
Yeah. I'm ready.
All right. So you're ready in action for what?
For when we're gonna attack this thing.
Okay.
Same time.
Arv. Shit. Where's he gets to with 60 feet of movement? And because he had to use his movement and his action to get over there, he cannot use this turn to use the wand. But he's in prime position to be able to do it next time. Rin,
Okay.
no longer restrained. We can remove that snail from you. What do we do?
I mean, it's a 1 in 100 chance that he doubles himself. I'd rather have more of us available to hit all at once.
Arsis could even attack twice and the rest of us go off of that or something.
Yeah, right. That's basically what I'm thinking. I'm trying to think what else I can do that would be helpful to someone.
You could like try healing.
I don't have any healing except for undo harm.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah,
that can
and that
only
only works
happen
within one
One round.
Gotcha.
But I don't know. Have we taken that much damage? Oh, I guess you took some, but
Yeah, and I mean my damage isn't that bad. Maybe Rin will go over to Riker and she'll just use her action to rifle through his bag and see if there's any healing potions in there.
That's a good question. Let me see. No, but there is a wand of paralysis.
Which you could ready in action to paralysis the thing if
I
it
mean-
wakes up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would work.
Yeah.
All right, she'll pull that out.
Okay.
Something.
Alrighty. D100.
Okay.
No Riker, no Sammy. Sammy, you're right on the precipice of greatness here, potentially.
All right. I'm gonna step up onto that part, and I'm gonna grab the obelisk.
Give me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, fuck off. It's a good thing I'm proficient with those. Don't mean shit because it's a low roll. Ooh.
Jesus Christ.
You take 27
yes, my
points
child.
of everything damage.
Nice. Okay.
All of the schools of magic all at once, equaling to 27.
That includes
Okay.
ice.
But do I have the obelisk in my hand now?
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Come on.
Oh my god.
Sammy.
We trusted you.
What's the
It's a lot of responsibility.
willpower's Constitution, right? Or would that be Wisdom?
That'd be wisdom.
Yeah, that's more
Wisdom.
wisdom.
Okay. Use your Wisdom modifier, but I still don't think it's gonna matter.
It's worse.
You don't have the fortitude to be able to withstand the pain and still grab it.
Okay. So then, I'm gonna use my.
You play your mage hand, aren't you?
Yep. Then I'm gonna use Mage Hand. So I can cast it right now, but I cannot use an action to cast it and then use my hand to.
Oh, because it's not even close
manipulate.
to you.
No, I'll resummon it. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, so you cast it.
So it's sitting right over there next to the obelisk. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, because I don't want to go too far away from it. And then I will use my bonus action. Oh, I don't even have a fucking healing potion on me.
We're
God
hard
damn
stopping at 10. I want to. People have work tomorrow, and I want to make sure I respect that. We've already gone a little bit too far over what I normally would.
That's all I got then. That's
Okie
everything.
dokie. Arsis, you're still petrified, unfortunately. Herc, are you still holding another action?
Yeah.
All right, Arv will get up and we'll use the 5 charges to cast a Greater Restoration, restoring Arsis, and that will end his turn. But you are no longer petrified. Rin, it is now your turn. Do you do anything with your
Great.
action?
Rin is going to hold a shatter. Basically, she'll shout out to Arsis, if you're awake again, shoot those arrows. I will have a shatter right behind it.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
It is Nonalim's turn.
He's asleep.
Rolls a D1.
12. Sammy?
All right, I'm gonna shout because I hear a lot of silence and some mumbling. I will shout, I'm trying to grab this obelisk, but it hurts a lot. So I'm in here. I think this is it. And I'm gonna use the mage hand to grab the obelisk and try to drag it my way.
Okay. Unfortunately, the obelisk weighs more than 10 pounds.
Worth a
Anything
shot.
else with your turn?
Ick. 10, 15, 20, 25. I need some help over here.
Can we
Yes.
even make it out? Is he too far away?
I'm way too far away.
Okay.
I
We
mean,
hear vague mumblings.
I think
Yeah.
I think Herc and Rin. I mean, realistically, you guys aren't that far away. He's only, 100 feet away. That's
Okay.
30 yards. A little over 30 yards. So you're close enough that you would be able to hear.
Sammy, come here. We can finish it off. Hurry.
So I'm gonna move over there. I've already used my action, so
Yeah.
yep, that's it.
Okie dokie.
I'll pull out an arrow and get ready, but I can't ready anything, so.
Okay. Let me double check the
It's unconscious.
Unconscious 5e.
So an attack against it has advantage, and if it hits, it's an automatic crit.
Yeah, that's what I was making sure. I didn't know if it was restricted to melee or if it was all attacks.
It just says any attack.
Okay. Okay.
Oh no, sorry. Any attack is a critical hit if the attacker is
Within 5
feet.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
But all attack rolls have advantage.
Yes.
Arsis.
All right, we're unloading everything into this thing. So, I'm assuming I dropped concentration on Hunter's Mark when I went petrified.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay. So we won't have that one. I'm not going to add the damage right now. We're going to hope to kill it. I've still got a couple more of those +3 arrows, so we're still going to use those. So I got 2 of those. I'll delete. And then, all right, let's go ahead and attack it. Roll. There we go. Oh, shit.
Double crit.
I wish it worked like that. Roll 2d6 for favored foe. Oh, I probably got that as well. So that one I'm gonna add to it anyways.
Okay.
So that one's gonna get back on there, and then 2d6 for Ardu's empowered strike for my first attack, and then +3 because of the special arrow.
Oh, +3, so 27 total.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna hit it again.
How do you envision
Just
killing it?
I'm still gonna hit it again. I'm still gonna throw everything at it. She's just so angry and so frustrated that she's just gonna keep shooting it.
As you pierce it, 24 hits. As you pierce it the first time and its eye shoots wide open, the second one straight into the central eye, piercing deep. You can no longer see the shaft of the arrow, and it falls into the crater below.
Oh fuck yes.
Then
Fuck that
what I
thing.
want to do is I want to run and then continue to stab it like really angrily for like 2 minutes.
And I jump into that mosh with her.
And
Like what
Rin
Sammy
Shatter
did to
goes
his
off
father.
as just a piercing scream.
And we take how much damage from that?
The shatter probably he goes off before I get there because it takes me
Yeah.
2 turns to get there, but
I would
And-
say it's the arrow, the shatter, Herc, and then Arsis stabbing.
I haven't heard anything from Riker in a while. Is he okay?
No. And
Just
in
leave it
fact,
there.
at this point, like after she's screaming, she's like trying to do some
He's got a big hole in his chest
chest compressions, like
around the hole.
For what's left of his chest.
Yeah.
Stand aside. Let me handle this.
We will resume there in 2 weeks. Thank you guys
Boy,
for that.
they.